Welcome to On Writing with Onkarabile, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. We seek to restore the dignity and pride of Africans through the power of reading and writing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to our show, please don't forget to subscribe to Nolu Unlimited Multimedia. Today on our show we have Ungowakho and Unam Madolo, who are going to share more on what they are doing, as young as they are, to promote reading and writing in our communities. Ladies, welcome to our show.
Hello, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. Let's talk about, as young as you are, you have decided to venture into literature, into writing a book. I remember when I wrote my first book, I was 31 years old, and someone said to me, I'm still young to write a book, but here you are. You are very, very young than me, but, so talk to me. What inspired you to write? Let's start with you, Ungowakho.
Okay, so what inspired me to write the book is a number of things actually. So my parents used to take us to seminars when we were young, and then I noticed that most of the people who were there were like older than us, so that inspired me to write the book to let people our age know what I was learning at the seminars and all of that. And another thing is that we also went to your seminar for the public speaking gig. So at that time we didn't have our books yet, and then you had 4 books. So that inspired us also to start writing because of you also at the whole public speaking gig, and what we learned there as well. Also, we incorporated that into our book as well.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So I'm Unam. I'm 13. So what inspired me to write the book is that as developing teenagers, we see all these things on social media that we want to be this kind of person, and we forget that we are cool in our own special way. So we try to change ourselves to suit other people's expectations, but we really forget ourselves. So basically I wrote the book to tell people that no, you're cool. You don't need to change who you are. You just need to know in your heart that this is me, and you need to embrace yourself.
Okay, and remind us the name of your book again.
Cool to be you.
Cool to be you. And Ungowakho, your book?
My book is Slave for Real.
Slave for Real. Mm-hmm. And you didn't tell us your age.
Oh, I'm 15 years old and I'm in grade 11.
Grade 11. Mm-hmm. And you?
Grade 9.
Grade 9. So how is your life at school, as authors? How your peers are treating you, your teachers?
With me, my teachers and some of my peers actually bought the books at school because I did this thing where I was promoting the book at school. So yeah, people were buying it and they were supporting me. And we got this other, there's an alumni who sometimes visits the school. So he has a podcast thingy online, so he also asked to interview us as well. So I am receiving a lot of support at school.
So you're not in the same school?
No.
Oh. Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore. Okay. And then you, what about your side?
So I was first in her school, but then I moved to UCT Online High School. So online, first at that school, some of my teachers actually also bought the book. My friend Jaden also bought the book. But now in UCT, the teachers also support me, because during coaching lessons, I'd tell them that I wrote a book, and it's now in Rosebank, exclusive books. So they're that's so cool. They're just, talking about it. So they don't really buy it because, we're in different parts of the province, of South Africa. So, yeah.
Okay. And when you were releasing your book, you were not at that school when the book was out? You were not?
No, I was.
You was?
I just moved this year.
Okay. And then how the kids, your classmates, how did they, your schoolmates rather?
I don't really interact with the classmates. We don't get an opportunity to react. There's no place for students, only in extramurals. But I don't, really interact a lot.
So you have never promoted it at school? They don't know?
No, not at this school. But
okay. Yeah. The previous one?
Yeah, the previous one I did.
Oh, they know, then they supported you?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is your life generally as an author? You are sort of a celebrity, at that school. How are they treating you, the teachers? Are they not giving you some your negative attitude? Because now you are an outstanding, you are not like others. How is it? Just share with us.
Honestly, it's like normal, like nothing has really changed. I sometimes also forget that I wrote a book.
Oh,
because,
is it?
Yeah, because it's just like nothing, nobody treats me differently because of this whole thing. But I know that, okay, so like some teachers, like my business teacher and my other math teacher, helped me promote the book at school. But that's really the most that has ever happened. Like, I'm not really treated differently because of the book. So it's just like normal. It's like nothing has really changed.
Okay, and tell us about your book, because Unami told us a little bit about the book. Why did she write the book? What about you? Slay for real.
Okay, my book has a lot of things inside of it. So it's mostly about helping teenagers learn the skills that they need, like personal skills or what's considered soft skills that they need in order to succeed later on in life. So talking about how to deal with mental issues, talking about how to spend your money wisely, just all of those things that teenagers need to know before venturing into adulthood. So the reason why I wrote that book is because the seminars where we learn those things, like I used to go to a lot of Robert Kiyosaki and Robin Banks seminars. So all of the things that I learned there, I noticed that most of the peers that are my age don't really know about those. So that's why I decided to write the book and just simplify it for my age group. So that's why I wrote the book, to help teenagers before we venture into adulthood.
Nice. I remember when I started seeing you guys, you mentioned something very important, rather critical, when you said you saw that there is a gap, in our school or in our school system, where what you guys want your teenagers to know is because we don't find it at school. Please tell me about that, because I thought school, we learn everything at school. So how did you find that this thing is not there at school?
Okay, so like at school we mostly learn so like the subjects that we learn don't really prepare us for life per se. They prepare us for university, and then they prepare us to get a job. Like we will learn how to write a CV, but we won't learn how to open a business. We will learn like about the brain, but then we won't learn how to control our emotions. So it's mostly theoretical things that we're not really going to use in life, but mostly what we're going to use in schooling, the schooling system, or like in terms of a 9-to-5 job. That's what we learn about. So when I went to the seminars, I noticed that what I'm learning there is way different from what I'm learning at school. And I noticed that like it was a lot of older people going to the seminars. So that made me think, like, you go to school for 12 years and then you go to tertiary education, and then afterwards it means that they realized that they were still missing something, which is why they came back to the seminars even after all of these years of school. So that made me realize that school is not really teaching us everything that we need to know, for life.
So in your book, do you perhaps mention what you are saying now, where you encourage the kids to attend seminars like you guys attended, where you have learned, you have changed your life? You saw life in a different perspective. Do you now encourage people in your book to also, actually your teenagers, to also go to some such seminars?
Yes, I do, because it is mind-opening, because you will miss out on a lot of things if you just rely on the education that you're given at school, because it doesn't give you everything that you need. So I do encourage it, because you're going to learn a lot more.
Oh, that's great. And then Unam, tell me about the support from your parents. You guys are blessed, I want to say. Some of us, we grew up following the structure as it is, the system as it is. We were told that you need to go to school, you need to go to university, you need to get a job. But here you guys are, and you're approaching life in a different perspective. Tell me about the support from your parents.
So what I'm getting from my parents is like they always keep encouraging me to keep like talking about my books and what I'm doing, because like I don't really, before this I wasn't really like an open person. Didn't like putting myself out there, but then like, no, you should like try to put yourself out there, because people want to see what you're doing, how you're doing. You can't just like write a book then like do nothing else. So I'm actually writing a second book, but it's not really motivational or anything. It's like novel, kind of like a fiction novel, because I love writing. So basically they keep encouraging me. They're like, yeah, you can write more books. It doesn't have to be like these motivational ones that you wrote. Just like anything you want, you can write. And they don't really push me to do something that I'm not really comfortable with, and this is like absolutely necessary, because I'll admit I'm kind of stubborn. So whenever it's necessary, they push me, and I do appreciate that.
That's good. And you, what can you say on that note?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. We have very supportive parents, and they don't force us to do things that we don't want to do. They don't force us to do things that take away from who we actually are. So they know our different personalities, so they won't push me to be more like her, or they won't push her to be more like me. Like, they just allow us to be ourselves, and they are the main reason also why we wrote our books. So they are very supportive, and I'm grateful that they don't just rely on the system the way that it is. I'm grateful that they are open-minded as well, because that's why we were able to do all of this and achieve all of this. So.
Okay. And in your books, do you perhaps, again, mention such that maybe if a kid is reading the book, or maybe a parent is reading the book that, you guys have written, do you perhaps encourage parents to also be supportive to their kids, to allow them to be cool?
Yeah, I actually have like a bonus section, like 3 chapters dedicated to parents. It's like the parent section in my book. It's basically saying that you should understand your child with the personality tests, so you know like what they like to do. So you can also like encourage them and be there for them, because like what a child needs is like their parents' support. Because like the most important thing for a kid to have their parents' support. So basically understand them. A happy parent is a happy kid, like those kind of things in my book. So
okay.
Yeah.
So do you also encourage other kids to also write, to become authors like you, since you saw the importance of passing the information that perhaps some other kids need?
Oh, I've never done that actually. No, I don't remember ever encouraging people to write, but I think that I should do that actually, because it is important to have other kids, writing and promoting information and just succeeding while they're still young. So yeah, I think I should do that, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I haven't done that either, because like I don't think like every kid wants to be an author, but I think I should encourage them to write their thoughts or something on parchment. But like I haven't really done that, because like not every kid wants to be an author, not every kid likes writing. So
tell me about the importance of reading. Are you guys readers, or you just write?
Oh, I love reading, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what types of books do you read?
Okay, I mostly read fictional books, and sometimes, I try to read like those educational books, but usually I'll like start and then I can't finish. I don't know, that usually happens.
But your book is educational.
Yeah. I think I'm better with educational books. I'm better with shorter books, and then with the fictional ones I can read like a thick book. Like, my parents even complain because I read like crazy. So yeah, I think reading is very important, because it also helps you to improve your vocabulary, improve your imagination as well. Like, yeah, reading helps with the imagination.
So that one, do you encourage other kids to do it?
I encourage other kids to read, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you?
The types of books I read is like also fiction, but like I love reading romance and a bit of horror, but like not too much, because like I don't like watching horror movies, but I like reading horror movies because it's like better, because I don't see, physically them moving or anything. But I don't think I've actually like not consciously, but like encouraged kids to read. Like I've said that I love reading, but I don't think I've actually like said like you also should read. I don't think I've done that.
Okay, but do you see the importance of other kids to read, as Ungowakho have said it?
Yes.
Reading will improve your vocabulary. So do you also see the importance of other kids reading?
Yes, definitely.
So are you willing to now
go
and share the information with them?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good, guys. So you guys, thank you so much. You are so inspirational.
Thank you.
And I like the fact that your parents are behind you. And as much as it's not easy, but you guys are still pushing. And tell us your books. How are they doing up to so far?
They have taken a standstill for a while because they were okay. So we're selling them at Rosebank in exclusive books in Rosebank. So I think they almost got sold out, but then they didn't get sold out fast enough for exclusive books to keep them there. So we need to still try and get around it and restock them over there. But yeah, I feel like we sell them better when we're selling them personally, because in the stores they weren't really moving that fast. But yeah.
Then what can you say on that?
Well, also is basically the same. So it was also at Lifestyle Books. Bookshop. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been updated on that, but I have heard about the exclusive books in Rosebank.
Okay. You guys, you are so inspirational, and you have not got any challenge of people asking you why did you write a book so young. Like as I told you earlier, that I remember this person nearly discouraged me. And I mean, imagine I was 31 years, but someone said to me, "No, you're still young. People who write books are people who are old, so you don't have much experience to write about anything." So you haven't faced any kind of similar situation?
No, personally, no. I feel like people were more encouraging. They were encouraging me to write the books, especially because I wrote it when I was 13. So that was a very young age. So people were encouraging me, and I've always been told that I'm wise for my age or whatever. Yeah. So people didn't really tell me, no, you don't have experience. So yeah, I didn't face that type of a problem.
And are you also planning to write the second one? I've heard Unam saying she's writing the second one now. Are you also venturing to write in the second?
I'm thinking of writing, because the first book was about soft skills, so personal skills, but then I'm thinking of writing on practical skills. But then that's a struggle, because unlike her, I don't like writing actually. So that's going to be a challenge, but I am planning on doing that, yeah.
Okay.
For me, I didn't really, it wasn't really discouragement, more like undermining, because I was 11 in grade 5 or 4, and then it was 5. Then people would be saying, no, this is probably gonna be like some kid's fairy tale or something, like some fairy tale book. I'm like, no, I'm writing like a motivational book, and people didn't really take me seriously. So I guess that's sort of similar to yours, but that's basically all the comments I've gotten. But when they read my book, they're like, oh, it's actually very good for someone like you. And my second book is not really related to the first one. It's more like
Okay. So are you gonna, when you start writing, are you gonna also continue with the educational books? You're not gonna
writing, I don't really like writing, so I don't think I will. I feel like when I write for English, like in an English test, if I'm writing a narrative essay, for an example, I'm better at that. I do really well in that. But I feel like writing a whole book is when it starts to stress me out, because more work has to be put in, and more editing and all of that. So yeah, I'm okay with writing shorter pieces. So if I write more books, they will be shorter than normal books.
Okay, so tell me, guys, do you see your books one day being read, all over the country, especially in school libraries, where it will change the narrative of, as you have said, the school system? There's a gap, do you see your books, being there and giving, kids a different perspective, even the teachers? Do you see your books one day there?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. And do you think it will make more impact than what you guys have seen?
Yes, it will.
Not been done. Okay. And tell me, when it comes to the teachers, have you guys had some discussion with them, one-on-one, maybe about your books, showing them that this thing you guys are not doing and stuff like that?
I've had a discussion with my business teacher mostly because he's the one who helps me with like promoting the books. And yeah, I think he's the only teacher I've had a full conversation about my book with, and he has been very supportive. Yeah.
Okay, and Unami?
Oh, for me, yes, I have. With in my previous school, with my coach. So she's like probably the first teacher I told, because I told her that I was like writing a book, but I didn't tell her that it was done. So I told her when it was in Rosebank, and then she was like, oh, she was so excited, and she was just busy like giving me feedback, telling me, yes, this is like very cool, and it will sell faster because like, you know, you're so young and people wouldn't expect it, stuff like that. And with my coach in UCT Online, yes, also I have told her, and she was also encouraging me. So I have a very supportive, yeah.
Okay, so tell me, guys, you know, when your kids, when other kids at your age are watching this show, you know, they'll be saying, these kids, I don't think they have time to play. I think they are very serious kids, you know, they're into reading and writing. Do you have that time of being kids? You know, of having fun, of playing?
Not really for me, because school is very hectic as well, especially because I'm in grade 11 now. So school is, yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel like even in a day, I don't get to do much. It's just school. I come home, do homework, and then cook if it's my time, if it's my like turn to cook, and then bath and then sleep. Like I don't really have time to, you know, play or go out or whatever. But during the weekend is where I'm more free. I really don't have a lot of time anymore. But I don't think it's because of the books. It's mostly for school.
Okay.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
For me, there's always time for playing. Like, I always find a way to play in between whatever I'm doing, which is also, like, not very good. Because, like, I sometimes lose track of what I'm doing. And my mom scolds me a little bit. But, like, oh, yeah, I always make time to play. And during the weekends especially, sometimes we go to the mall, or just sometimes we just, like, play with my dog, or just, like, me playing along alone or something. And also, like, with my writing, I consider writing as, like, fun. So that's also one of the ways I have fun.
Okay. And you spoke about cooking, you know, and I was about to ask you guys a question. You know, I think it's in your book where you wrote something like you need to help at cleaning the house, cooking. Is it you? Or
I think it was both of us.
Both of you. Okay, I saw one book actually. So I don't remember which one, but I saw that you know there is a chapter where he speaks about.
Oh, the whole chapter is her one.
Oh, it's
if it was one chapter.
Yeah, it speaks about cleaning, cooking, you know, respecting parents and stuff like that. So let's talk about house chores.
Okay, so very honestly speaking, I don't like cooking or cleaning or doing the dishes. It's no, but you know, it has to be done, especially if you want to like live on your own, be independent and get your own house and stuff like that. So you need to know how to take care of yourself. So basically it's just about helping around the kitchens, doing your chores, cooking. I like baking though, but like not cooking. It's just like no.
Okay, but then what is the importance of kids, you know, as you are saying that they need to be done? What is the importance of kids actually being involved when it comes to house chores?
I feel like it prepares you for when you move out or when you go to university, so that you are a responsible adult, and you know how to do these things, so that you don't struggle when you're older. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing. But the problem with me is I don't like cooking, and then I don't like cleaning either. So I feel like I wonder what would happen in university when I don't have anybody there telling me to go and like I feel like my dorm is gonna be a mess because
You have seen the importance, you know, of doing that since you have included in your books. So it says to me, you know, you are encouraging other kids to also know the importance of that. So I believe that, you know, you must not have a problem and think of what will happen when I'm at university.
Yeah.
I feel like as you have said, Unami have said that, you know, it helps you, it prepares you that when you are older, then you know how to take care of yourself. So you don't need anyone to tell you how to take care of yourself. You know, you need to take care of yourself. Okay, ladies, it was such a wonderful, you know, time that I had with you. Just remind me again, where can we get your books?
The books are at Rosebank in Exclusive Books and Lifestyle Bookshop at Maponya Mall as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if people want to get hold of you, are you on social media? Maybe they want to order copies straight from you?
I'm on Facebook as Ungowakho and Madolo, and then I'm on Instagram as Slay For Real. And yeah, you can also email me at ungowakho@gmail.com.
Okay. And Nami?
I'm just on Instagram, not on Facebook, pinkcat1. And you can also email me at unamadolo@gmail.com.
Okay. And your last message to the kids and maybe parents who are watching the show. Let's start with you, Ungowakho.
I feel like before you are able to be the best version of yourself, because that's what my book is about, you need to know yourself first. So I feel like as children, what we should be focusing on is getting to understand ourselves and know ourselves, and then improving on our weaknesses and strengthening our strengths even further.
Okay, good.
Stay cool. I'll just stay cool. Always know that in your heart you are cool in your own special way, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching On Writing with Onkarabile, the show that is aiming to promote reading and writing in our communities. Please don't forget to subscribe to Nolu Unlimited Multimedia, and the journey continues.